Don't know how to write a strength and conditioning training program? Then continue watching this video. Most common sports strength and conditioning program can take reference from a common template often used by American football teams and athletes. So this is a template can serve for most sports. This template is as follows. When referring to this template to create your own sports-specific strength and conditioning training program, you only need to fill in the training content with exercises that you need and that align with the characteristics of your sports. For example, for sports like wrestling and shot put that require more absolute strength, you can use heavier loads and less repetitions. Sports like soccer, basketball, and boxing obviously don't have such an extreme need for absolute strength. And the height of basketball players also necessitates caution when performing extremely heavy absolute strength training. In these cases, even if the template says absolute strength, it can be treated as a general strength with moderate loads and moderate repetitions. For the section of specific exercise, refer to characteristics of the sport and your own needs. In sports like track and field, there are still many cases draw inspiration from this strength and conditioning template. You only need to change the speed and movement categories in this template to your own sport-specific abilities for technical training. On this, with relatively strenuous strength and conditioning, arrange sports-specific training content with lower fatigue levels. And on non-physical training days, you can arrange comprehensive sports-specific ability training with large volume and intensity. Some people say that long-distance running doesn't require that much strength training and doesn't need to be so detailed, which is indeed correct. However, by using the template in different way, it can become very suitable for long-distance runners. Because long-distance running involves a large training volume and focus on running sessions, many coaches, although understanding the importance of strength and conditioning for runners, have been unable to properly balance the proportion and arrangement of specific training and strength training. If too much strength content is arranged at once, it becomes impossible to balance the running volume for the day. Especially for amateur runners, many can only guarantee one training session per day. If they do 2 comprehensive strength sessions per week, the time left for running will be very limited, making it impossible to arrange detailed specific runs and recovery runs. Therefore, adopting a method of taking a small amount of time after each run to simply supplement a small type of physical exercise is more realistic for amateur long-distance runners. For example, after speed endurance training, you can add 20 minutes of lower body strength work. After a sports-specific ability training session with a large volume and intensity that consumes a lot of energy, simply adding 15 minutes basic upper body strength work is still realistic and helpful. Even for general fitness enthusiasts, I think most are natural lifters. 5-day splits, where one muscle group is trained only once per week with a very tiny focused body part each time, are mostly unsuitable for natural fitness enthusiasts. These training templates can be slightly adjusted to train upper body and lower body separately for strength, hitting each muscle group twice per week. The stimulation for each muscle group is not as extreme as with a 5-day split, but each training session is more comprehensive, which is undoubtedly more suitable for general natural fitness enthusiasts. Many fitness experts have analyzed this, so I won't go into the specific reasons here. In addition, you can do cardio plus flexibility exercise on Wednesdays and Saturdays, or you can incorporate light and small amounts of cardio after strength training.